Alrighty, and thank you for tuning in to Summoner's War. I am... I'm a mid-game player, just a very quick introduction to myself since this is one of the first videos I have actually done on this. I'm a mid-game player, I have quite a few 6 stars, I generally finish Fighter 3 around rank 1300, not 1300, 13,000. I'm pretty close to puncturing into Conqueror 1, it's just I don't really have any of the really decent defense monsters. I'm more of a deterrent than an actual threat. But I recently just pulled Panda, and by recently I mean yesterday, and so today we're going to take a look at him and see what makes him good. Why is he such a game changer? Mind you, I have not gotten the chance to awaken him or 6-star him. I pulled him less than about, I would say, 14 hours ago. Runes aren't fully powered up. I just threw whatever leftovers I had. I generally don't keep Violent Revenge, defense runes. And he's got horrible crit rate, decent crit damage, and a decent amount of defense. When these are maxed out, he'll have somewhere around 22,500 defense. So we're just gonna go take him into... Nah, not Hydeni. We're gonna take him into Aiden. I'm gonna take him into Aiden Hell. We're gonna just bring him in by himself. We're gonna give him a little bit of support. I don't think he'll do too well, like, by himself. He's got an okay heal, but he's a little slow. We're gonna just bring in Brand, just in case. Actually, no, let's bring in a defense buffer. Let's bring in, as much as I hate it, let's bring in Shannon. However, it's still okayly runed. Yeah, this should be fine. Don't need any leader skill. We're good to go. So, he's not ruined well at all. He only has 2 skills, one of which hits and one of which doesn't. His passive is where a lot of this is going to come from. On his first skill, mind you, not awakened, runes are not plus 15. That's respectable. 9k damage. Alright, let's speed this up. We're just going to turn this on auto. He'll do it fine on his own. I need to turn the game sounds down a bit. That's a little loud. I'm not used to actually having game sounds on. This is one of the first few times I've ever actually had them on. I wouldn't ever consider him a very fast farmer. Some people would say put him on Despair, which would be pretty good. He's got a multi-hit, but I really feel like it's a little bit lackluster. Again, he revenges a lot, especially, like, you do not need to put him on a revenge set. I put him on a revenge set just for when he gets hit outside of his, since he's not going to ever have a skill up for a long while. I am very poor on the Devilmons right now, and I don't have any pandas to just throw at him to skill him up. He's not going to get this down to the 3 turns it needs to be pretty soon, and this isn't going to be. But let's take a look at his passive. The reason why he does so well in a lot of places. Your attack bar is increased by 20% whenever you are attacked. This used to be 25%. It was nerfed. It is still good. Your attacks will inflict additional damage that is proportionate to your defense whenever you attack. This is huge. The problem with the Panda warriors are that their first skill scale off attack and attack alone, where this one's a defense. Fire Panda is I think he's also a defense tank, yeah. Because his third one scales off of defense and max HP of the target. This still scales off of attack, so it's gonna do peanuts for damage. The 33% defense increase is pretty nice, but it's odd. You either go for the damage on the first skill by going attack or damage attack, and then suffer, or you go a tank and then use him more of a support bruiser than anything. So this is why when Panda has such a huge advantage, is because it gets that defense scaling onto all of its attacks, including Revenge. Another reason why you want to go defense on him is since it's passive additional damage, it does not crit. You cannot critically hit with the defense scaling passive increased damage. Now when this increases, it just increases your damage by more. It's pretty large. It's a great counter to a lot of multi-hitters, because every time you get hit, it goes up. Alrighty, let's go see. For anyone that has gotten him, he does really well in Giants. We're gonna pull in your standard farmable Giants starter team here and throw him in instead. So you got your Bernard, Shannon, Beladion, and Veramos. Now, a lot of people would say maybe put a Brand in the slot 5. Anything that's utility on your start, a Darien. Some people suggest Almond, but I really don't like him. His rune requirements are too large to make him tanky and get that crit rate up, and still have any form of speed on him. But if you throw him into Giants, you'll do pretty fine. The downside of him in Giants is that he has a multi-hit. The multi-hit will get him pretty beat up from the Giant. He will take most of the counter hits, which is, as long as he didn't get armor broken, he'll be fine. Now, it's a little cheating that I also have Bella here, because having Bella ensures an armor break almost every turn, except on stage 3, because the thing has freaking, I think it's like 280% or 180% resistance, for whatever reason. This is not anywhere that you should be able to look at this run from an earlier gamer's perspective. Just as a heads up, my Bernard is at plus 141 speed. It is way faster than a lot of people that are just trying to get into GB10 will ever be able to achieve. My Veramos is built for DB10 on Violent. My Bella's on Violent. I got Violent on my Panda. Putting him on Despair, putting him on Swift will be fine. If you could find a way to get 3 set of guard, do it. Energy's fine too. You just want him to be a defense tanky with a little bit of speed, as a standard bruiser should be. But he'll hold his own, even unawakened with plus 9 runes that were basically my leftovers from yesterday. I'm gonna wait until free rune removal. I'm gonna re-rune him for Wind Anubis and a couple others. I've got some plans. Other places he's great for is Necro V10. Since he has that multi-hit, he's got that revenge, and he does more damage because you can replace, I think you can probably replace Fire Panda with him, as long as you make sure you keep up the debuffs that you're losing from the third skill, like the glancing and the slow and the attack break. Really, the most important thing in Necro is a slow and multi-hitters. really. Speeding yourself up and slowing the boss down will allow you to lap him very, very often, which will, the more turns you take, the better you can do against it. Generally, people run their necro teams with one healer. Generally, for standard people who aren't lucky to pull a Nat 5 like this, they will run a Colleen with a support Adrian or Fire Elven Ranger for that speed up and crit buff lead. Not lead, but crit buff and speed buff. They'll probably go Hua or someone else that has a slow on first and a heavy hitting single target skill. People use Malaka or any other not Malaka, but Gibraltar or any other multi-hitting skill. A really, really interesting thing about Wind Panda is that, so how the giant counters still increases his attack bar. So it hits him, increases his attack bar again. So if he can guarantee that if he's the one that does the damage and gets the final hit, it just gives him 20% of his attack bar again every single time. Even after he being the only person to get hit by that giant's counterattack, he did fine. Didn't take a damage whatsoever. He's incredibly survivable. He's tanky and has bruiser-like damage, such that you'd find like a Kumar or Ritesh, any other of those large HP tanks, any of those defense tanks. Problem with him being only defense is I cannot bring him against a Lucian. A Lucian will destroy him. It'll just... He only has, like, I think 13,000 health at most right now. Yeah, he's got 11,000 health. So for 11,000 health and to be hit that many times repeatedly with the giant and never go below a third health is pretty good, I think. I don't think I'll be able to bring him into any of my arena, but we'll see. We'll see if we can bring him in. I'm not too worried about losing much. Got a defense breaker on her, and that's kind of bad. We'll see what we can do here. Bring you, and you, and throw in Wind Panda. I have no defense buff here, but it'll be okay. I full-heartedly expect this to fail. Again, he's not runed well. I don't have a good cohesive comp for him. Who do we want to... I want you out of here first. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. I don't feel like she's on Violent. She might, but... We're gonna get rid of this Parad first. I just don't want him to be here. Alright, so now that we have Varad down, Vanessa's gonna heal him and pull it back up. So we're just gonna try to keep Vanessa from doing that. So Chao's gonna go in on... Oops. Chao's gonna go in on Vertihill. And that'll do some damage. Oh man, so this isn't even a Wind Panda show anymore, this is a freaking Veramos show. He's getting so many violent procs, it's ridiculous. We're gonna put him over here. Alright, so now we don't have a Vanessa to deal with, this is pretty much over. That Chao can still pretty much one-shot almost anyone on my team. Congrats on the Panda Warrior, hope it's wind. Oh, nope. Mo Long. He's an HP tank. He excels at removing. I should have seized that. Oh well. Live and learn. Yeah, that did some damage. He's more tanky than anything. Just get blood. But yeah, he really puts in work. I still wouldn't have actually have brought him in this team. I still would have, I would have double Lucian'd it. I've been fortunate enough to pull a secondary Lucian. I have not been fortunate enough, even through spending somewhere around 6,000 to 7,000 summoning stones to pull a Galleon. Let's see if we can... Come on. What do we got here? So this is what I'm saying. I can't bring him into this team. I'm going to do it anyways, because I want to see what happens. I have no defense buffer for him. All I have is him and a little bit of support to cycle turns. We're going to really try to get rid of that Lucian as fast as possible. Yep. I expected 100% that to be a fast Wusa. There's no reason for it not to be. Now that's bad. See, I can't stun them. Now, my only hope is, Alright, he's still alive. That is a really low damage Lucian. I'm only alive because that Lucian's bad. We're still gonna not let him sit around. He's gonna go away pretty quickly. So this is gonna hurt a little bit. We're gonna seize off you. We want their healer gone next. He can take one more hit. Find the proc for me. There we go. Alright, now we're good. Now we got Bella stunned. So he's on revenge. That's pretty nice to know. And now we don't want him to have these things. Go away with your buffs. And I think he might be on preset revenge. We're gonna keep the heal up. Because he's gonna keep focusing on him, and with the revenge active, he'll at least try to defend. Not anymore now, though. It'll just allow him to repeatedly hit back. As much as I would want to hit him, I don't want to give him any more he already has. I'm getting really lucky with these violent procs. Yeah. He didn't counter, so that's nice. I'm gonna seize off of, I'm gonna get rid of Lucinex. Can't stun him, but I can stun Wusa, which is all I care about. That's bad. Alright. So he's gonna counter probably. Especially if I do this multiple times. Yeah. This Trevor could probably kill him if I keep beating him down like this. He's not a vampire Trevor. No, he is. That's just all he got back. Now that he doesn't have immunity, though, he's in a little bit of a harder spot. So I'm pretty sure the moment he hits this guy, I'm out. No, this is the Veramos Spotlight, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in to see how the Dark Ifrit does its job. Literally, this has all been Veramos. This is an interesting team. It's a stall team. Especially after Lumericia got buffed. We'll see what it does. I have no heal block. I do have stuns. Chances are that's 100% resistance. I have my Rena to be as such as well. I just haven't 6-starred her yet. There's Fnatic. I want to get rid of her first. Because she's annoying. I mean, let's just put in the work. Strong Gust. She's gonna get Fallen Blossomed by Jasoon, and that's fine. Okay, so 3k on crit, that's not a lot. I'm gonna strip Jasoon now as well. Armor Breaker for fun. We're gonna try to stun up that Chesoon. Good. Ah, why'd I do that? Wow, I got lucky with 2 crits. So if I am not able to cut here, or if I don't violent proc, yeah, she's just gonna heal and cleanse herself. 25,000 health is not a lot to go through. But they're on a defense leader instead of an HP leader. But since she doesn't have it, I should take this opportunity to try to remove this Chesoon. I don't look like I'm gonna get through it, not with the 3 heals. Fallen Blossoms. There's no Fanatic, and we've got the stun. On everyone except Chesoon, who has amused this turn. Gonna just attack bar boost myself. No crits. 1 crit. Come on, Vertihill. Okay, we're good. They're down the annoyance. We're gonna keep this Chloe alive for a while. Just because it gives me something to guarantee crits on with my Vertihill. Alright, there we go. And it's something that'll hit my Wind Panda. Again, just gonna attack for boost. I should be very close to having heal again. And that doesn't matter anymore. So the problem is I should really start working on her before I start. And there's the 1 crit. The 1 crit needed to make this worth nothing to me anymore. Alright, so I'm only going to be hitting her because I don't want to be giving her shield back. Yep, 100% resistance. It's going to be a pain to get through that. I should eventually, given enough time, go through her. Come on, don't crit. Alright, change of plans. We're gonna get rid of this Chloe, and then we're gonna press auto and see what happens. There's a chance I might never do enough damage to get rid of her. I don't have I have 2 sources of defense breaks. Eventually I will do the damage. Alright, so I've managed to hit her once. Defense break is landing pretty okay. Got the C's, but I crit on it. That's fine. Looks like I'll get through her eventually. Yeah, I'm landing debuffs pretty consistently. It just will take a while. This is why Rina is used as a stall defense. I mean, she had no threat of ever killing me. It's just gonna take a while. Granted, these aren't probably really well ruined people. That scares me. He can one-shot him. Absolutely 100% will be able to one-shot my Panda. We're gonna do it anyways, though. Extortion does a lot based on his percent health. Think of a Ramagos clean shot, except based on your maximum health instead of how much health you've lost. Alright, we're gonna get a 1 stun, only stun I really cared about. Gonna work him down a little bit. Get some Fallen Blossoms. It's nice. There's the Amuse, which is not nice. One thing I don't want. Who's he going for? Okay, that hurts, but not too bad. So this must be a very interesting Theomars because he has not proc Violent. Alright, we got the Endure popped, and we've got Chesoon stunned up. She's used all of her abilities, but we still have her stunned up. Nope. Darn. Alright, so there's her violent. If she violence again, I'm gonna be a little unhappy about it. He went for the deadly wave instead of anything else. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of him now. I just don't want that to happen. He is gonna go for extortion the next turn he gets, and that is pretty bad for me. This is where we're gonna see the Wind Panda disappear. He's gonna do a magic trick for y'all. Especially if I don't get stunned. Or not. No extortion? What's wrong with your Arnold? I think he's busted. Alright. There it is. Magic trick. Watch the panda disappear. I have him ruined once I get everything up and he gets awakened and 40. He'll have about 17,000 health. Again, not a lot, but I'm really going for the defense over anything else. Ugh. I really wouldn't want to do this. I'm just going to do the standard Devolution this. It's a speed team, but no speed buffer besides Tiana. Again, my Bernard's plus 141 speed should be able to cut full will runes, so it's more of a cleave team than anything. Alright, and there's half, and there's the rest. Easy way to get through Tiana is if you know that you can go faster than her, then there's no threat. Granted, I am not Conqueror or Guardian. You will find Tianas that are closing in on 300 speed for speed teams there. I'm just thankfully low enough that I don't have to deal with it. Don't have any guild wars. We should have probably... Yeah, look at that. We won the guild. Dang. Alright, well, I appreciate it if you tuned in to watch me have a little fun playtime with the new Wind Panda, and I hope you stick around to see some more. I should be doing these pretty frequently after the holidays end. But in the meantime, if you like what you saw, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, have a fantastic day.